Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I am here to plan for August of 2025 in both my digital planner and my physical planner, so let's get into it. For the record, I still use my Notique bottle religiously. Ironically, I have gone to 2 planner meetups, 2 D-Stash bashes, which are basically planner meetups, in the last couple of years, and I have gotten 2 of those from the D-Stash. So, you know, basically like 2 free bottles. So now I have 3. And 3 isn't too many, you know? 3 could never be too many. Anyway, we're here to plan for August. So I am going to, let's just go ahead and go to my planner first. A few housekeepings. I am using an 11-inch Apple iPad Pro. This is the latest version at the filming of this video. I'm also using the latest or only Apple Pencil Pro because it is the only pencil that is compatible with this device. Also, I'm going to be referencing my Apple Calendar on my Mac computer, my desktop, which is over here. And then I think that's pretty much it for like the main housekeeping. This planner is a planner that I created myself, and I do offer it for free, so I will have it linked down below if you would like to get your hands on it. And then for stickers, assuming I'm going to use stickers, I'm going to use some stickers from this company that is called J Design Shop. I have been collaborating with them, if you will, for I think since about November. Basically, this company sells stickers and other digital products, and they send me sticker kits every month. And of course, I can choose to use them if I want. I actually almost never open up the sticker kits until it's time for me to plan. So I don't know what all is going inside of here. So let's look at it together. This is the color palette in the event that you just want the hex codes, just FYI. I will likely be referencing those. Okay, so this is the kit. It's kind of cute. I don't really know what I was going for August. Let's see. In my my physical planner, I think I was going to be using maybe like a maroon color or something. So that doesn't really mean anything, but I was just wondering, like, like a magenta kind of. I was wondering, might I try to pair them up or sync them up? Not really, because this doesn't have any magenta, but it's fine. We'll use this. This is the hand-drawn sticker sheet. Next, we have functional 1, functional 2, notes, and readme. So this is functional 1. This is functional 2. And notes, which I almost never reference the notes. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to dive right into it. I'm trying to decide if I want to use these date dots, which I have been doing the last several months, but it's not my preference. My preference is actually to come up here to elements, and then I normally go to my dates. I'm not going to go with those because those are, for some reason, not doing what I need for them to do. They're kind of distorted for whatever reason. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, let's see about this other set that I made. Okay, so maybe this one. Let's see when the first is. The first is a Friday. I was thinking about maybe using a highlight. Let's see what this is. Let's see if this will serve as a highlight. Let's go to copy, and then I'll paste it. I just want to see if it's like transparent or not. Yes, so we could use those. I feel like that would be appropriate. Do we want to do that? That would require some time and energy, but we might consider doing that. If I just grabbed these 5 and maybe alternated them, like as an example, if I resize them all together, and I would need to resize them for the largest number, which would be like 31 or something. So I can make it a little bit smaller. I'm just using this 28 as a guide for how big I can allow them to be. So it would basically be something like this. Do we want that, or is that doing a lot? Like, do we want to spend our time? Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. I don't know why is given cute. I could easily replicate that type of vibe by just using the highlighter tool, but these are already ready to go, so we might as well go ahead and use those. And then I was also thinking that an easy way to be able to, let me turn off text boxes so I don't copy the text boxes, but an easy way to be able to, you know, continue on with my efforts of alternating the colors is to just turn off the text boxes and then duplicate or copy and paste, of course. Let's see if we're definitely gonna add her. Anytime there's a girl that's my skin tone, I'm definitely gonna add her, even if I don't really want to, but I just feel like I might as well do it for the vibes. So we're gonna throw her down there. And then I love this. I love rainbow. I always have. It's like my literal favorite. So, ooh, I like that chair too, actually. That chair is kind of cute. So maybe, I was gonna give her that chair and see if that was cute, but it's not really. Maybe we minimize this a little bit or shrink it down a little bit and just throw it up there as like a piece of decor. But I wanted this up there. But this is actually a blank space here. So it could go down there. Oh, what if we put it behind her? So let's send this to back. Send to back. Okay, let's try this again. Send to back. Okay, let's just bring her to front. Bring to front. Where did it go? Front. Okay, I mean, that's not like my best idea by any means, but it's not terrible, I don't think. It is kind of terrible. Let's see. Maybe if we make it bigger. Ooh, that could kind of be cute. Yeah. Again, not my best work, but not terrible either. Okay, so starting out on the first, I have an IEP meeting for work, but I'm not really using this space to notate any type of work things. It's just not something I'm doing. I'm really leaving all work things to my work planner or my work calendar. So I'm not going to notate that. So we're going to move along to the second, and I'm actually going to duplicate this, I believe, and see if we can use this twice. Like, see if it would be cute to use it twice. I could use it as like a cute little icon. So in August, my husband is throwing his mom and aunt a joint birthday party. I kind of started the whole trend a couple of years ago, and we kind of just continue it, but I'm not saying that it's coming to an end, but it's probably worth doing something else for their birthdays. But for now, this is just what it is. So I've been noticing my photos. Oh wait, is it maybe because I don't know? My photos is not working. Like, what am I doing wrong? Y'all will have to tell me what's happening. Okay, so anyway, I'm looking to crop this, and I want to crop it because, let's see, how do you work this thing? Crop? No, let's see, circle. I want to crop this. I want to get rid of the birthday part, but this is like a new kind of thing. And so it's kind of, I don't know how to do it. Like, I'm looking to crop it, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, I'm lassoing it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that maybe I need to figure out, like, I don't know what's happening. It's kind of like GoodNotes made a change, and I don't know why. I want to crop it, but do you see a crop option? You do not. So we're just gonna leave the birthday there, I think. But anyway, all of that to say, I'm just gonna put, actually it's called something. It's called like an all white party or something, all white soiree or something. I think he called it. I do not like, I think that's a thing. And I think it's at 2 p.m. I do not like how harsh black is against the white paper or digital paper, but I just can't seem to get behind any other color. So anyway, we have that. on this, that's a party happening at our house this weekend. Also, there is a book club meeting. My book club, or the book club that I'm a part of, it's not mine. Although I guess we all kind of share responsibility, but one person brought us together. We recently read Whispers of the Lake by Shanora Williams. I could have made up that author, but I think that's it. And she didn't join us at our book club meeting last weekend, but she is able to join us for a meeting this weekend. However, while I had RSVP'd to that prior to this event happening, I don't know that I'll actually be able to make it. Also, I think we're gonna go with our little cousins to a party. I'm gonna go here, and I love this purple. I'm gonna copy this hex code if I can. No, C9BDE5, 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 C9BDE5. Yes, and I'm going to add it to presets, and I'm going to use it. It's the purple that matches perfectly. Purple is my favorite color, so that kind of seems fitting. I'm going to make this highlight a little thicker, not that thick, so that I can highlight this whole thing using one stroke as opposed to multiples. And that's cute to me. Like, that works. My husband just asked what I was doing. Let's see what he wants. Probably trying to get me to go to the gym. Okay, so that is the second. And then I'm going to copy this again, because while my husband's aunt's birthday is like the last day of July, his mom's birthday is actually the 3rd of August. I think I will do church. And I'm going to highlight first so I can fit church inside of here. That wasn't the brightest idea, because now I am editing things. And I can choose to use different color highlights, like some of the other colors here, but honestly, purple is my favorite color, so I will not be doing that. I will likely just stick to purple. Okay, so let's go to the next week. On the 4th, IEP meeting, I do have a case study here, so I'm gonna mark that. I'm trying to see if there's any other icons that I can use to kind of break up some of the monotony, if you will. And this would actually be a good icon to use for the case study, because it's virtual. If my crop tool worked, I would actually crop out the work part of it, because the work, I don't need the work. Like, it's annoying to me, actually. But my crop tool isn't working, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I don't care to sit and fix it. So we're just going to do case study, and that is at 2 p.m. On the 5th, it is my husband's first day of school. So that being said, just so I can use this, I'm going to mark that here for the 5th. I already went back to school. In my district, we go back in July because we basically do year-round school. So I am already back in school, so I can't use the cool icon. I sometimes do put like important work events on my calendar, so I think I will do that. I don't do like regular IEP meetings and things like that typically, because I don't want to, because I feel like that's unnecessary. But oftentimes I will, in fact, notate something really important. So this is a training that I have to attend, so I'm going to mark that for the 6th. But yeah, I'm looking at my calendar right now. I'm gonna put it in the middle of the box. I'm looking at my calendar right now, and yeah, typically I don't really mark those, but I'm gonna mark that because it's actually important. I have another meeting here. I'm trying to decide if using all these icons is annoying me yet. I'm trying to just kind of switch up how I'm placing them in the boxes, just to kind of add some, I don't know what I'm trying to add. I guess I'm trying to just kind of break it up a little bit so they're not all perfectly in alignment, and to me that makes it not as bad. But for the Financial Social Work Collaborative, which again is the business that I co-own, I have coaching hours that I have shared on the website for those who are looking for coaching. And so I'm just going to mark those hours here so that I do not forget. All right, on the 9th, I may be having a babysitting gig. My friend may be going to this event, and should she go, I am happy to babysit. And I think she said it's, I think the event's at like 10:30 or something, but my little shift would start at 9 a.m. So I'm going to put that on there. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but I'm going to put it on there. And then that brings us to the 10th, where I can actually just duplicate church here. So I'm going to duplicate that. Maybe I'll put church down at the bottom for all of the weeks. And then that brings us to the 11th. On the 11th, somehow I have another doctor's appointment, which is wild to me, but I did see doctor. It's not dentist. Oh, okay, doctor. We can use doctor. It is an eye doctor appointment. I think it's my annual. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that in here for the 11th. Also on this day, my financial social work colleagues and I are going to have a meeting. Let's see if there's an icon for that. I guess we'll just go back with the little laptop situation, and I'm going to duplicate that. And we will put that on here as well. Date with Tanya. If you watch these videos regularly, then you know I pretty much do the same thing every month. Like quite literally, there's some kind of family hangout that I have. This one's going to be on the 2nd, obviously. I go on friend dates with the same people. I normally hang out with my coworkers, my book club meeting, book club related activities. I normally go to like a planner event and stuff. I basically just do the same things every month. However, in August, I actually have, we'll get to it. I'll tell you when we get to it, because I feel like that'll be easier for me to just tell you about it when we get there. But moving right along. Oh, why is that on the 12th? That is supposed to be on the 14th. Yes. Okay. Then on the 15th, our book club is supposed to be having our annual retreat. We went around and around, from basically going out of town to doing a staycation to, we just went round and around, to be honest. And so we landed on like an in-town type of thing. So I'm just going to mark that here. The Financial Social Work Collaborative is planning for a master class. Wait, did that say crop? Tell me that didn't say, y'all. Oh my, but wait, it's not cropping. And it's not resize. I'm trying to crop it. I do not want to resize it. I literally want to crop it. I'm so confused on why this is so difficult. Like why this is a thing. Okay, anyway, I do need to copy this, or duplicate it. Let's duplicate that and put that on the 15th. Book related things on the 16th as well. And then on the 17th, we just have to duplicate church again. Oh, you know what? There's another event that's happening that I need to probably update. I don't know why, it's weird, but there's a public networking event on the 13th. So again, the other thing is to duplicate church. So I'm going to duplicate that. And then we are on the 18th. 2 of my godchildren have birthdays in August actually, but I'm not marking those. For, let's see, the 20th. Let's see if there's anything work related, school related. That could be cute. Maybe that's kind of cute. Let's copy that. Or the backpack is cute. Maybe the backpack is cute for school. Or should we use the little, not the little backpack. Oh, should we use this? That kind of makes sense, don't you think? To just use that for something school related. So on the 20th, we have an early release or an early dismissal. And then I have some more coaching hours. I'm feeling like on the 21st, and I'm feeling like the little icons. The little laptop icon is going to be overkill, but only time will tell. I am going to duplicate church again, and then I'm actually supposed to maybe go to, we're planning a brunch, me and some of my friends, so it's a long way away, but you know, provided nothing changes, we'll be going to brunch on this day. My dog has a birthday. On my dog's birthday, we will have another founders meeting, so I'm going to duplicate that, and we're almost finished. Then we have the 26th, nothing worth notating, 27th, nothing, 28th, nothing, 29th, nothing, 30th. Oh, I may be going out of town because my friend invited me to her mom's birthday party, which I am more than happy to go to. My husband might even want to go as well, especially since we don't have work on the 1st, which is Labor Day. This is my best friend's mom's birthday, and so she has a milestone birthday like me. And then lastly, there is a silent book club, silent reading club, or whatever here in my city, and I promise you, I have attempted to go for forever, like multiple times, but the issue is that the event is always on Sunday, which is fine, but it's always at like the weirdest time. This time it isn't as weird of a time, so I'm just gonna mark it here in the hopes that I can make it. Maybe, I don't know. It's at 2 p.m. Again, that's not that weird. I feel like normally it's at a much weirder time, but again, if I'm out of town, I won't make it anyway. So now that we're finished here, let's see if we might consider maybe like just, yeah, like I like that. And maybe put that there. Actually, I love. The only thing is, I wonder, should we go here and maybe copy, like these are kind of cute, and copy some of those. Wait, let me move that up. Icons, and just throw them in some of the blank spaces, like that would be appropriate there. And then maybe put that there. Yeah, let's see what else is over here. That's cute, but I don't really know what it is. The cap is a little weird. I do like the headphones and the backpack, and the camera's not the ugliest thing I've ever seen. So let's bring those over and see if we want to use, oh, we already used the passport. For now, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna copy these tasks. These are like my recurring task, and I normally put them on my calendar every month. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy them. And then I'm gonna bring them over to August. Same old, read 4 books, lose 4 pounds, publish 8 videos, limit spending, declutter home, secure, yeah, same stuff. And then complete mileage. Don't have to do that, so let's erase that. So let's put a new task here. When I'm looking at my calendar, I'm trying to see what my majorist, my most majorist task is, or one major task that I can add here, and I would say probably this. The last thing that we need to do is come over and grab these habits, and then we're going to paste them here. I have not been using the weekly or the daily. I've been using those pages in my physical planner. As we all know, I'm trying to move back into physical planning or paper planning. It's been quite the journey. And I think all of these are applicable to the month of August, and all things that I would like to still track and work on and work towards in the month of August. One thing worth notating is that I'm not looking for perfection at all. I am, just trying to keep up with my habits and ensure that I'm using positive habits, basically. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Okay, so I am going to reference this as I look at my paper planner. So let's go ahead and try to get it set up. Okay, we are now in my paper planner and we need to get it set up. One thing that I've been doing each month is I have just been using these hexagon stickers to mark the months as they pass. I just feel like it's a cute use of the little hexagon stickers. So July isn't quite over. When you're seeing this, it probably will be very close to being over, but not quite. So yeah, when you're seeing this, it'll be like a day left. So I'm not gonna mark it just yet, and I will mark that in a couple of days. Another thing I've been doing here is just trying to keep up with all happenings each month that are maybe not planned, but also just like random things. So like, as an example, in July, I went to 3 seminars in July. And so those are just things that I want to remember. Kind of, it's not like memory keeping, it's just like marking random stuff so I can reference it and be like, oh yeah, you know, the last retirement seminar I went to was on the 14th, or I had a hair appointment, or my dog had an appointment, that type of thing. So that's what I'm marking there. So I'm marking them as they take place so I can remember them. Also house stuff like that. So I can't pre-fill this out is what I'm trying to say. I will fill it out as the month goes on. I already filled out quarter 3, 2025 goals, but quarter 3 major tasks and to-dos. And then this is actually something we can fill out if I haven't done it already. I've already done it. I've been using this section to mark birthdays, specifically birthdays that I will buy something for, or maybe like maybe not buy something for, but maybe celebrate in some kind of way. I'm not saying I can't, I don't know. I don't just mark everybody's birthday is what I'm trying to say. So I've just been using it for those that I want to be intentional about, or not even really that, but like maybe I'll be invited to somebody's birthday party. And so I want to be able to be proactive about looking for them a gift or what have you. So of course we already talked about the 2 birthdays for August, but also, you know, my friend's mom's birthday, but I don't even know when that is. I just know when her party is, but I don't think that's when her birthday is. So I'm not going to mark that, though. If I do go, I would get her a gift. So we'll see. And then at the bottom, I have been marking work related events and such, specifically early dismissals, professional developments, those types of things. So we already talked about the early dismissal day for August. And then if we keep going, I have this that I've been keeping up with, and basically I've just been marking some of the major events that are happening in August, but I have not been writing them up here on the calendar. I've been highlighting them down here. Now, truly what I've been doing is I've been waiting until like the 1st of the month and then filling it out, but we're so close that it doesn't really matter, and we can go ahead and fill it out because why not? So that is what we're going to do. I do think I'm gonna bring out a couple pages. This is very random, but I want to write on them because what I have learned is that, I don't know, writing on this desk, while it is smooth, it provides a little friction whenever I'm trying to write, and it's a little weird. So I'm going to just write on a few extra pieces of paper, basically. So I think I only have space for 11 events or happenings. So I'm just going to take a quick glance and see the 11 events and such that I want to mark. And I have been marking the ones that are most important. So instead of marking like things that I hope to go to, like that silent reading event or whatever, I've been marking like the most important stuff. It's kind of like streamlining my whole planning process. So of course on the 2nd, that's a big to do. So I'm going to mark that. I don't think I've been marking birthdays. No, I've been marking like parties and stuff, but not so much birthdays. So we'll mark the 2nd. Let's see what else we'll mark. I think maybe we might mark back to school for my husband. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 spaces. Call it good. I feel like that's appropriate. And we have space for another one should I choose to, but it's not really at, you know, the top of my to-do list. But basically what this tells me is if I don't do anything else, I will do those things. Okay, moving on to what's next. Oh, I think the last thing is to fill out one of these for August. So I keep some extras up here. So I'm gonna pull out a couple of them so I can write on them. Actually, it looks like I accidentally marked on that one. So we'll just go ahead and use that one because why not? And then I'm gonna mark, this is actually a hodgepodge, if you will, of every single thing that I'm going to do in August or that I plan to do. So I'm gonna mark August. I love this pen when it's not skipping. Like, I kid you not, it's elite. I'm sure there are other errors that I missed, but I noticed that I put silent instead of silent there, so I fixed that. So this is August, and so I love having it as at a quick glance. In theory, I would get rid of these and likely will. I couldn't get rid of it in June, or yeah, I couldn't get rid of the June one because I was using it for July, but at the end of this month, in a couple days, I will likely get rid of this. I'll probably just discard it in the trash or maybe keep it as a reference for, you know, a later date, maybe archive it, but probably could just get rid of it. But yeah, this is August and got that all taken care of. This is for this week. Okay, so actually I won't be using this because once I plan again, that would be for August. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now is just removing all these weeklies. These are just extra ones that I never used in June and May and whatever. And I'm going to, I think, move them back here. I'll be honest, July was the first month that I feel like I really used this planner. So I haven't really decided what the vibe is going to be. But I'm thinking, I'm trying to decide. It would have been easier probably, let's backtrack. It would have been easier, I would imagine. Let me just get everything out of August and we'll start there. But it would be easier at this point for me to just trash those 2 pages that I talked about whenever July is over, and just get rid of them, than to change this all around. Basically, at that point, I can just move this August up. That probably doesn't make sense. So let me just explain to you what I'm talking about. So once July is over, I will get rid of this July dashboard and the divider, and I'll likely move this to August. So basically I'll get rid of these, and then I can also get rid of this, and August will already still be here in its monthly section. And then I'll get rid of this, and then I can just leave all the weeklies there. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's easier for me to just do it like this than to be moving everything around. It's easier for me to just get rid of the few pages that I need to get rid of rather than to move everything around. So I'll keep weekly the same. If I don't use the pages in one month, I just leave them in here and I'll take them to the next month. So these are all of my dailies that I can use, which I have a good amount. I have all of my expense trackers here, and then I have my notes here as well. So I'll place those here. So yeah, what I was saying is it's easier to just move this August divider and dashboard up to where July was, and then get rid of the July divider and dashboard, and then just get rid of, by get rid of, I mean put it in my archive section back here, and then also just throw out or archive all of the pages that I did use. I don't see any significance in having weeklies and monthlies just sitting in my planner, making it more bulky. So that's what I'll do. So that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.